If you are a senior in America and you are watching this right now, then stop everything you are doing, because what I am about to tell you in the next few minutes could change the financial trajectory of your entire household starting June the 1st, 2026. And I need you to stay with me until the very end of this video, because the third surprise I am going to reveal today is the single most powerful and most overlooked benefit update of this entire year. And if you leave before I get there, you will almost certainly miss out on money that is already designated for you right now. June 1st is not just another day on the calendar. It is not just the start of summer. For American seniors on Social Security and Medicare, it is a major turning point, and I am going to prove that to you in the next several minutes by walking you through 3 specific surprises that the federal government has buried deep inside budget documents and executive updates that they are not going out of their way to announce to you directly. They are counting on you not knowing. They are counting on you staying silent. And they are counting on you missing these windows before they close. But that is exactly why this channel exists, and that is exactly why you need to share this video with every senior you know before June 1st arrives. Because once that mid-year window shuts, the opportunity to maximize these benefits and capture the full value of what is available to you becomes dramatically harder to access. So stay with me. Do not go anywhere, because I am going to walk you through surprise 1, surprise 2, and then the third one, which is the one that could have the single biggest impact on your monthly household income, and I promise you the third one is worth waiting for. Let us get into it right now. Surprise number 1 has to do with something that tens of millions of American retirees either do not know exists or have been told is not available to them, and that is the new passport and travel fee waiver and credit program that has been expanded specifically for retirees as part of the 2026 Federal Benefit Adjustment Package. Now, here is what most people do not understand about this. The federal government has for years had provisions tucked inside diplomatic and consular fee schedules that allowed for certain age-based reductions and exemptions on passport renewal costs, but those provisions were rarely publicized, and the application process was deliberately cumbersome enough that most seniors never completed it. What changed for June 1st, 2026 is significant. The updated guidance that went into effect through administrative channels has streamlined the process for seniors age 62 and older to apply for a passport renewal fee credit that can offset a substantial portion of the renewal cost. And for those seniors who qualify under supplemental income thresholds, the waiver pathway has been expanded to cover even more of the associated fees. This is not automatic. Let me say that again. This is not automatic. If you do not take action, you do not get this benefit. The way this works is that when you submit your passport renewal, you need to include a completed supplemental request form that references your Social Security benefit status and your income tier. For seniors who are enrolled in a Medicare savings program or who receive any form of supplemental security income, this documentation serves as your primary qualifier, and you should attach it directly to your renewal packet. The reason this matters so much right now is that the travel credit provisions are specifically tied to a fiscal calendar that resets on June 1st, and any applications processed and approved within the first window of the new fiscal period receive priority processing and the full available credit amount. Applications that come in after the window begins to close toward the end of summer often see reduced credit availability because the allocated administrative budget for this program is not unlimited. The government will not call you to remind you about this. The passport agency is not going to send you a letter explaining that you qualify. You have to know about it, and you have to act. If you are a senior who has been putting off renewing your passport because of the cost, this is your signal that right now, starting June 1st, is the most advantageous moment to move on that and to use the fee offset that is available to you. And if you have a family member, a spouse, a sibling, a neighbor who is a retiree and who has been in the same situation, please share this video with them right now, because this window is not going to stay open indefinitely, and the people who act first are the ones who capture the full benefit. But here is what I want you to hold on to as we move into surprise number 2. What I just told you about the travel credit is real and it matters. But the savings involved in surprise number one are modest compared to what is coming in surprise two, and especially compared to surprise three, which I am still holding back because it is that important. Keep watching. Surprise number two is about something that affects seniors who are on fixed incomes, especially those living in regions that experience extreme summer heat. And I want you to listen very carefully because this one is time critical in a way that surprise number one is not. The Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, which most people know as LIHEAP, receives a fresh injection of federal cooling assistance funds that becomes available on or around June 1st every single year, and the 2026 allocation has been increased compared to recent years due to the recognition within federal budget planning documents that energy costs for fixed income seniors have risen substantially over the past 2 years. Here is the critical thing that most seniors do not know. LIHEAP is not a one-time enrollment. Many seniors applied for heating assistance in the winter and received it and then assumed the program was done for the year. That is incorrect. The cooling assistance component of LIHEAP operates on a separate funding cycle, and the June 1st opening of the summer assistance window is a completely distinct application opportunity. You need to reapply or reconfirm your eligibility specifically for the cooling benefit, even if you already received a heating benefit earlier this year. The state agencies that administer LIHEAP are required to use the federal funds within a specific time period or risk forfeiting unspent allocations back to the federal pool. What that means for you is that the beginning of the summer funding window, right around June 1st, is when the maximum amount of money is available and the approval timelines are fastest. As the summer progresses and the funds start to be drawn down, the process slows, and in some states, the funds are exhausted before all eligible seniors are served. This is not a hypothetical. This happens every single summer in multiple states, and it is one of the most preventable ways that seniors on fixed incomes lose out on money that was literally set aside for them. To apply for the 2026 Summer LIHEAP Cooling Assistance, you need to contact your state energy office or your local community action agency. You can also call the National Energy Assistance Referral Hotline, which will connect you to the correct state-level program for your location. When you call or apply, you want to specifically ask about the summer cooling assistance cycle and confirm that your application is being processed against the new June 1st funding allocation and not a prior period. If you are enrolled in Medicare or receive Social Security, retirement, or disability benefits, you are almost certainly going to meet the income threshold for at least partial cooling assistance, and in many states, the benefit amount has been expanded for the 2026 season specifically for seniors who use window air conditioning units, portable coolers, or central air systems. This assistance can translate into direct relief of anywhere from a meaningful portion to the entirety of your summer cooling costs, depending on your state and your income level. But again, this is not automatic. You have to take the step of applying. The government is not going to reach out to you. Your utility company is not going to call you. You have to know this window is open and you have to walk through it. Share this video right now with every senior in your life because the cooling assistance funds are not unlimited, and the people who apply first in this June 1st window are the ones who receive the largest benefits before the pool starts. To shrink. Now I need you to stay with me because even though surprise number two is genuinely impactful and could save you real money on your energy bills this summer, what I am about to tell you in surprise number three is on a completely different level. Surprise number three is about your monthly Medicare Part B premium. And there is a specific 2026 calculation rule that has gone into effect that most seniors do not know about, and that their doctors, their insurance agents, and even many financial advisors are not yet explaining clearly. Here is the problem that this new rule is designed to fix and why it matters so urgently right now. Medicare Part B premiums are calculated using what is called IRMA, which stands for Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. The way IRMA works is that the Social Security Administration looks at your income from 2 years prior to set your current year premium. So, for 2026, your Part B premium was initially set based on your 2024 income. Now, here is where it gets critically important. If your income in 2024 was higher than your income in 2025 due to a one-time event, and this includes things like a retirement, a pension lump sum, a property sale, a required minimum distribution from a retirement account, or any other non-recurring income event, you may have been assigned a higher Part B premium for 2026 than you should actually be paying. And here is what the government is not going out of its way to tell you. You have the right to appeal that calculation and request a new income determination using your more recent and lower income. The form you need to know about is SSA 44. The SSA 44 is the Medicare Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount Life-Changing Event Form, and it is a single-page update that you can file directly with the Social Security Administration to request that your Part B premium be recalculated based on your actual current financial situation rather than the outdated 2-year prior income figure. For 2026, the new administrative guidance that went into effect has actually streamlined the processing of SSA 44 submissions and has expanded the list of qualifying life-changing events that the SSA will accept as the basis for a premium reduction review. This is the calculation rule update I mentioned at the start of this video, and it is the most impactful of the 3 surprises, because unlike the travel credit and even the LIHEAP cooling assistance, which provide one-time or seasonal to relief, a successful SSA 44 filing can reduce your Medicare Part B premium every single month going forward. The IRMAA surcharges that seniors are incorrectly paying can range from approximately $69 per month all the way up to over $400 per month on top of the standard Part B premium, depending on what income tier you were incorrectly assigned to. That means that for some seniors, a successful SSA 44 filing and premium recalculation could result in savings of several $100s every single month from this point forward. Compounded across the rest of the year, that is potentially thousands of dollars in premium overpayments that you can stop making right now if you take action. Here is exactly what you need to do. Download or request the SSA 44 form directly from the Social Security Administration. When you complete it, you will need to identify the life-changing event that caused the reduction in your income, attach documentation that supports the income change, such as a retirement letter, a final pay stub, a tax form, or a letter from your pension administrator, and submit the completed form to your local Social Security office either in person or by mail. Once filed, the SSA is required to review your submission, and if approved, your Part B premium will be adjusted, and in many cases, you may also be entitled to a retroactive refund of the premium difference for the months between when the lower income took effect and when the SSA processed your update. That retroactive payment component is something that almost no one talks about, and it is one of the most overlooked financial recovery opportunities available to seniors on Medicare right now. The June 1st timing matters here as well, because we are currently positioned in the calendar year at a point where filing now maximizes the number of remaining months in 2026 during which you can receive the corrected lower premium. Every month you delay that filing is another month at the higher incorrect rate. Every month you delay is money out of your pocket that you cannot get back because retroactive recovery has a look-back limitation. Do not wait. File the SSA 44 now if you believe your 2026 Part B premium was set based on a higher income year that does not reflect your current situation. And if you are not sure whether you qualify, call the Social Security Administration directly at their main service number and ask them specifically whether an IRMAA adjustment based on a life-changing event applies to your situation. That single phone call could be the most financially valuable call you make this entire year. Now, before I close this video out, I need to come back to something I said at the very beginning. I told you that the government is not going to call you. The SSA is not going to send you a personalized letter explaining your options. The passport agency is not going to alert you to the fee credit. The LIHEAP office is not going to track you down to offer you cooling assistance funds. None of these benefits are automatic. Every single one of them requires you to take a specific, deliberate action. And that is precisely why this channel exists and precisely why what you do in the next few minutes matters so much. Right now, I need you to do 3 things. First, hit the subscribe button if you have not already, because this channel is dedicated to finding exactly these kinds of hidden benefit updates and government rule changes and delivering them directly to you before the windows close. Second, share this video immediately with every senior you know, with your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your neighbors, your friends from church or from your community groups, because every person who sees this video before June 1st is a person who has a fighting chance to capture all three of these benefits while the windows are still fully open. Third, take action today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Look up the SSA 44. Contact your state LIHEAP office about the summer cooling window. Check your passport renewal timeline and ask about the senior fee credit. Each one of these steps is simple, and each one has real financial consequences that can show up directly in your household budget starting this month. June 1st is a turning point for senior finances in 2026. You now know exactly what that turning point looks like and exactly what you need to do to be on the right side of it. Do not let this moment pass you by. Take action, share this video, and we will see you in the next